Yes, guys, we're at Nzulezo right now, and we are taking a walk to the canoe. And also, if you want to see the full review of this video, it's right on top. Now you can see it. You can click on it and go and watch it. So right now, we're just taking a walk. Yes, it is nice to see the upgrade, the changes. On my last video, this wasn't there. So this is just new. They just built it here. I'm excited because to see progress is nice. Yeah, this wasn't there. To this place, then you just take a canoe from this way, but I think the water is low. The water is low, so we have to walk further to where the water is up on a good level before we use the canoe. So at first, if the water was high a bit, we'll just sail from here all the way to the village. But since the water is down, you just walk upwards. So they have life jackets, which is, of course, important. One thing, the most important thing, life jackets. Yeah, so guys, I'm back in Nzulezo again. I came here in 2020, I think, in 2020, and it's 2021. So just a little update on how things have changed over here.
All of you walk up to that point, it's a man-made canal. But here comes the end of the canal. So it means from this side going, it's no more a canal again, it's a natural river. And the name of this river is called River Amanzule. You repeat after me, River Amanzule.
River Amanzule.
Yes, that's the local name. In English, you say community river.
Community river.
Yeah, and then
Amanzule.
yeah, yes, and then this is just a small thing. Very soon you get to the main one, and then also here where we are right now, the depth of the water is 2 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet. But as we are moving ahead, and then it's also increasing, and then like you can see, everywhere is flooded to the village. And also I'm Gideon, I'm your tour guide. So on our going, if anything bothers your mind, can draw my attention. Okay. All right. It's called the jungle area.
Yeah, the jungle area.
Over here, white animals are found over here. We have monkey, crocodile, alligators. Sometimes even snakes. But frankly speaking, not always that you see them. Yeah. The reason is they themselves, they are scary. Yeah. Just because there are some people, they kill them, eat their meat and all that. Yeah. So whenever they hear a little bit of noise, then they decide to go far away. That's right.
And they build their houses according to families. Okay. So when you see a lane like this, it is one family. Both nuclear and extended family. Mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, they live in the same compound like this. And they mostly build their accommodations at this side and their kitchens at this direction.
It's the church. It's the Roman Catholic Church.
One lasts for about 50 years before it gets spoiled. Then these ones, they last for about 5 years before it gets spoiled. So within that 5 years, you have to make sure that you change them. So we change them around dry season. So when we are changing them, we get into the ground. Then about 5 people will hold the stick. They do it like they are pounding for food. So the level that they want, when it gets, then they leave it, then they go to another one. They cut it about 40 feet. Here we don't have a hospital or we don't have clinic. So these are some of the traditional herbs that we use. We have a lot of diseases that this medicine cures them. We have malaria medicine here. We have shingles. We have disease. We have. So here is the end of the village, and this is our school. This is our school.
So now you're building the school.
Yeah, we are building a new one because we sometimes suffer before, doing a lot of replacement and other stuff. So you see, when you were coming, the
So
guy
the
was
last
telling
time
me
I
that
came,
when you come here,
it was all
yeah, when you
dry.
ask teachers to come, they don't come. So sometimes when the visitors come, it is not compulsory, it is not by force, but they appeal for donation. So a letter that they have a book, they write it at the end of the month, they do accountability with the chief. So the money that they get, they use time to pay the community teachers. Then this is what they are also using to build this one. So when they build this one, I think this one, they won't replace it by any wood anymore. That is why this one is building. So this is a school that they are building. You see, they are removing all these things. So they are building 3 classroom block here, then they will also build a 3 classroom block here. But at night, this is what they are using.
Yeah, just their bathroom, the washroom for the students.
Our forefathers, they were then living in Mali, peacefully on a land called Timbuktu. The land was blessed with gold and other natural resources, which make our forefathers rich and also famous in a way. So one day the Senegalese called the Mendes, they came to do business with our forefathers in Mali. But looking at the idea that they came with, it wasn't good enough to convince our forefathers. So our forefathers turned down their offer and they left. But on their return, due to jealousy, the Senegalese people called the Mendes, they waged war against our forefathers. And during the war, they were killing our forefathers because our forefathers were not strong enough to fight against the Senegalese. 14th to 15th century at that time, they do believe a lot in the spiritual God. So anything they do, our forefathers, they have to first consult the oracle. So our forefathers, they consulted the oracle, and the oracle demanded they should all vacate from their land since the Senegalese were killing them. Our forefathers, they have no choice but to accept the offer, which they accepted, set up their journey on a midnight, and they see through Burkina Faso. But after Burkina Faso, our forefathers, they came to Ghana. One of our forefathers came to Ghana, their first place was Winchi in the Beyin. But after Winchi, our forefathers, they went to Techiman. After Techiman, they went to Esipon, the western region in Sekendi, Takoradi. For Esipon, our forefathers, they stayed for quite a long time. And later on, decided to continue their journey because there was no longer peace. But this time around, our forefathers, they took their lead around the coast and they got to a place called Bakanta. One of our fathers got to Bakanta, they discovered that there was a river in the middle of the land flowing to the sea. So they decided to go to the forest, cut some big trees to make a raft. They made a lot of rafts. If let's say you and your family, then you're on one raft. They did this most one, all of a sudden our forefathers, they appear on this river, which is the Amazule River. But one of our fathers came to this area. Their first place was at the end of the river in this direction. But at that time, there was a lot of fire outbreaks. So our forefathers, they decided to move away from that area to this place. This is just a brief about Nzulezo history. And also the structure of the spiritual God who gathered our forefathers from Mali to Nzulezo here was in the form of a snail. And the name of the king among them was King Tekrika. The name of the king among them was King Tekrika. And also the language called Muga. And the language that our forefathers brought was Ewetile language. But later on, our forefathers, they went to the land to marry the Nzema women. And because the Nzema women couldn't speak the language of Ewetile, our forefathers, they decided to learn the Nzema language to the language of Ewetile, vanished from this community. So now we are speaking the language of Nzema. We are also part of Jomoro constituency. And aside from that, we have a school here. I think you have seen our school. Yes. We start from nursery 1 to primary 6. No junior high school in this village. Secondly, no clinic or hospital. Whenever our kids they get to junior high school, they have to paddle their own canoe to Beyin, where people take your boat every school hours. After crossing town, they come back. And even our nursery to primary 6 here, a lot of difficulties, mostly concerning the issue of lack of teachers and also about our school structure. Looking at the environment or the situation at hand, when government posts teachers here, they don't stay. They will come and assess things later and tell the king, I am going home to bring the remaining of my belongings. When they go, they don't come back. I mean, mobile network service in this village is very poor. And also, if you are coming, if you don't know how to swim, how to paddle, it will be very difficult for you to stay. So when they come, they will make a lot of complaints. Where they go for good. But because of our case, now we have 6 teachers.
And out of the 6, have government teachers and also have community teachers. And they have community teachers among them. It's the duty of the community to pay their salary since they were the one who employed them. In this village, to frankly speaking, a lot of challenges. And since it's a tourist attraction, when visitors come, we humble appeal for donation to support the school. Any amount you have a donation book here, we'll record any amount to receive in it. At the end of the month, the king and his people, they will gather here, look into this book and account for the money. The amount that they will get, they will use it to support the school in terms of structures and also use some to pay the teachers. And the remaining, since we don't have clinical hospital, we use it to buy drugs. Drugs like paracetamol, frightening at first aid, stored in this room at pharmacy. So this is just a brief about Nzulezo history, but also our challenges we are facing. Questions, you can let me know.
So this is the end of the Nzulezo, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and also donate any amount. So I'm going to put the number link in description. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button, comment.
Smash the like button and comment.
Yeah.
Like and comment!
Yeah, you heard that, guys. Take it easy.
Subscribe.